Hey guys, HDvee here, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we have a ton of new stuff to go over for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. We have massive Pokedex updates for the Generation 9 games. We also have some potential new gameplay coming out in August, and as well as that, something interesting has just popped up on the Japanese Pokemon Twitter account. So plenty of stuff to cover today. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, we have this tweet by Ami, who is basically talking about this Pokemon Scarlet and Violet sort of development conference that they're going to be doing in August. It's basically originally popped up on this Twitter account, and they say Game Freak employees will be on the stage at the CEDEC 2022 session, introducing an example of the Pokemon series development environment. So yeah, then Ami goes on to say Game Freak employees will be speaking at the CEDEC 2022. The event will be held on August the 23rd. They will be explaining the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet development environment and other topics. In other words, a lot of information should be released by that date at the latest. Because you got to think about it, like if they're going to be showing footage and images to kind of go with what they're talking about, then yeah, there's going to have to be a bit more information out there for them to talk about, because there's only been 2 trailers as of right now at the time I'm recording this video, so it's not a lot of stuff to really go off. So surely there's going to be a lot more information out there by the time this August 23rd environmental development course thingy, whatever you want to call it, happens. So hopefully there should be a lot of information by then. Hopefully a couple more trailers. We're expecting a trailer like every single month, kind of up until the new game. But this just surely means that we're going to be getting a bunch of more information for them to talk about by the time this hits. And then they also go on to say this as well, more to the point, pre-orders for the packaged version will begin on August the 4th. Therefore, much information may be released by that date, just a guess. So yeah, again, surely should mean that we're going to be getting a lot more information by August, just because of all this stuff that's going to be happening in August. We have a bit more of a rundown of what this actual conference thing is by Joe Merrick, saying, "Oh neat, Game Freak are doing a session at the CEDC in August about Pokemon models, specifically about how it has been unsustainable to recreate all for each game and how they've changed their method for Legends and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet." So obviously they're going to be talking about how, I guess, how the National Dex isn't a thing anymore, because they're just saying here that, you know, it's unsustainable to recreate every single Pokemon model for each game. So how they've got to adapt everything for the most recent games like Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet. That's 100% going to be worth a watch for those there. My apologies, rework is probably a better translation than recreate. Also, since people have asked if I know many professional Japanese to English translators, so should any transcription or video come out from this, I'll make sure to get it 100% professionally done so we can get these juicy details out there. See, I don't know if this is going to reveal like a new trailer or something like that at this kind of conference thing. Potentially, you never know, but hopefully we should have a lot of stuff by then. So anyway, that's that. The next thing we're going to be talking about is this massive Pokedex update for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. So this was tweeted out by Yoridon, saying Ku's Gen 9 Pokedex icon deciphered. Not 100% certain on most of this, so take it with a grain of salt. Some spots couldn't be determined, so all possible options considered are listed. Huge thank you to Solaris, Onyx, and I'm Aku, and everyone else in the Discord who helped out with this. So this Pokedex here only goes over Pokemon that aren't new, so it's going to be only talking about Pokemon that are returning from previous games. So there's not going to be having like the Gen 8 starters on this, any of the new Gen 8 Pokemon, anything like that. It is just returning Pokemon. So again, it's not 100% accurate, but very likely to be true. So we have the Charizard line, the Raichu line, the Ninetales line. I mean, we only have Charizard. There's not been any kind of information about Blastoise or Venusaur yet, which could also mean that if we are going to get a gimmick similar to Mega Evolution, which again could be those new robotic forms or those fake versions or whatever, the man-made creations, that means maybe Charizard is going to be getting it. You know, Charizard does get Mega Evolutions, Gigantamax, usually at the center of any new gimmick. And so if there are those regional fakes, which are kind of man-made creations, then, you know, Charizard could be getting it, and it could be going from Fire Flying into Fire Electric or Fire Steel or something like that. But anyway, Charizard line, the Raichu line, the Ninetales line, the Wigglytuff line, the Parasect line, the Venomoth line, the Dugtrio line, the Persian line, the Golduck line, the Primeape line, Arcanine, we have Tentacruel here, Slowbro and Slowking. We have the Magneton line, Cloyster, Gengar line, the Hypno line, Electrode line, the Chansey line, the Scyther line with, of course, Kleavor. Hisuian Pokemon should be available in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but we're not sure. We've only seen Hisuian Zoroark so far. The Tauros line, the Gyarados line, Ditto, and then all of the evolutions. Now, again, this doesn't mean that we're not going to get a new evolution, because this Pokedex is only going over Pokemon that are returning. It's not talking about new Pokemon. So cross-gen evolutions and stuff like that. I think Ku actually says something about that here. He says, reminder, the Generation 9 Pokedex picture, which is of course this one, if you want to analyze, doesn't include brand new Pokemon / forms / cross-gen evolutions, etc. Pokemon who are only available via home were also added in, even though they got no dex numbers. So 9 times 39 equals 351. I lost my hope in Western math, lol. Kidding, not serious. First, you can't fill up each row. Kanto pandering, you know. Second, each slot contains 1 to 3 mons. What the heck about the calculation? So yeah, here he's saying that this Pokedex doesn't include any new Pokemon, new forms, or cross-gen evolutions. So a Pokemon like Dunsparce, for example, very likely to be getting a cross-gen evolution in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. That's not going to be on this Pokedex, because that cross-gen evolution is a new Pokemon. So yeah, that's kind of all the Kanto Pokemon. So as you can see there, he said Kanto pandering, so there's obviously a lot of old Pokemon from Kanto returning. But anyway, from Johto, we have the Ampharos line, the Azumarill line, the Sudowoodo line, we have the Jumpluff line. The next one could be Sunflora or Yanma. We have Quagsire, the Honchkrow line, so obviously Murkrow, Girafarig, Fortress, Dunsparce. We have Quillfish, Sneasel, and then Hisuian evolutions. And then we have Houndoom, we have Donphan, and then Tyranitar. So that's all the Pokemon from Johto, apparently. From Generation 3, we have Pelipper, Gardevoir, Gallade, we have Masquerain, we have Breloom, apparently, Hariyama, we have Sableye, Medicham, Swelot, Altaria, Zangoose and Seviper, Tropius, and then the Walrein line. From Generation 4, we have Staraptor line, the Luxray line, the Vespiquen line, Pachirisu, we have the Buizel line, we have the Cherrim line, we have Drifblim, we have Lucario, we have the Finneon line, and then we also have the Abomasnow line. From Generation 5, we have Lilligant, we have, oh my god, what's it called? The Basculin. We have Maractus, we have Crustle, we have Zoroark. Again, we don't know if both versions of Zoroark are going to be available in Scarlet and Violet. We have the Swordsbuck line, we have a Mulga, Jellicent, Ferroseed line, the Clink line, we have the Chandelure line, we have the Cryogonal line, Braviary, and then also Hydreigon. From Generation 6, we have the Floette line, we have Go-Go, we have Aegislash, Chloritza, Dedenne, Carbink, Goodra, and Avalugg. From Generation 7, we have the Crabrawler line, we also have the Rockruff line, we have the Wishy-Washy, we have Marini line, Lurantis line, we have got the Serini line, and then this could be either Golisopod, Bruxish, or Mimikyu, or Palossand. So this could be any of those Pokemon there. From Generation 8, we have the Chewtle line, Roly-Poly line, Hatterini line. We also potentially have Alcremie, Grimmsnarl, or Phalanx, and then also Frostmoth, Stonjourner. We have Ice-Cube. We know Ice-Cube's back in the game because we saw it on the kind of like the animated advertising board. We have Indeedee, we have the Cufant line, we have the Duraludon line, and then also we have, I can't remember his name for the life of me. Oh my god, that's going to really annoy me. The new Dragon Pseudomon in Generation 8. That's going to really annoy. I can't think off the top of my head. I was doing so well remembering them all. And then from Gen 9, obviously, different Hisuian forms. So, you know, Typhlosion, you know, Hisuian, what should we call it? I can't remember his name. You know, just the Hisuian forms, basically. They could also potentially be in the game, like Decidueye and Samurott and stuff like that. So that's the Pokedex so far. Apparently, again, take it with a grain of salt, but they are all the Pokemon that are returning so far. Again, this could easily be changed as we get more trailers and stuff. More Pokemon could pop in and etc. But as of right now, these are all the returning Pokemon. So not that many starters. Riddler-Ku has already come out and said not every starter Pokemon is going to be available in this game. And also not every single Pokemon that hasn't been on Switch yet is also going to be available in this game. So Pokemon like the Gen 5 starters, barring Oshawott, they might not even be on the Switch yet. So again, it is really unfortunate that is the way they're going, but that is the Generation 9 Pokedex so far. So obviously, yeah, we've already gone over this by Riddler-Ku. He then also says, why would we reply the 351 stuff? Because if you take our riddles seriously, likewise, we would take your questions seriously. Respect is mutual. If you did nothing but keep complaining, demanding, or barking, some guys, then keep going. Nothing will happen and be changed. So I think there he's just kind of talking about, I don't know, people not being respectful or something like that. I'm not really sure. Anyway, next up we have Eduardo saying, I think who means that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's regional Pokedex will have 351 Pokemon, but there will be a few more that aren't in the regional decks as always. So obviously if you're taking a Pokemon from Pokemon Home, like, I don't know, like Hisuian Zoroark is probably not going to have a Pokedex entry. So yeah, that's why they have also kind of like made the Pokedex. He says the Kanto, Johto pandering with new forms and then and the like is to be expected because they have to add some to balance the types for Let's Go 2. So again, obviously we've not had any confirmation that Let's Go 2 is on the way, but at the same time, I don't know how I feel if a Let's Go 2 was announced. Like, we've had banger after banger of Pokemon games lately. Like, Pokemon Legends Arceus was a banger. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's going to be a banger. Like, probably going to be the best Pokemon games we've ever had. So then to go from Generation 9 all the way back to a Let's Go game, I don't know. I think we're kind of expecting Gen 9 level games like going forward, like Legends Arceus Gen 9 games going forward now. I don't think we could revert back to Let's Go. Like, Let's Go was very minimal in what it offered, you know. It had no replayability at all. The co-op was cool, but it was just so easy. The game was like, the champion didn't even have like full movesets on his team, and everything was a 2v1 battle if you co-opted. No held items, no abilities. The online battling was just non-existent. Like, it was terrible. Like, Let's Go had a lot of flaws. Like, the games looked really, really nice, don't get me wrong. Like, they looked so clean, but apart from that, they didn't really offer a lot. Like, the whole post-game thing, just going around fighting all like the master trainers, that was just a ball ache. So I think that I'd be okay with a Let's Go 2 if they smashed out of the park, if they actually made it look as good as Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and then actually had like held items, abilities, and then, I don't know, actually made a massive bunch of improvements to the game. Because as of right now, I don't think I could go from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet to another Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I just don't think I have it in me. Anyway, he then goes on to say, and this is really interesting, my Scarlet and Violet walkthrough team. So the starters, plus one Objectmon, plus one Rock-type Mon, plus one Puppymon, all new. So the fact that he says one of each of these Objectmons, Rock-type Mons, and Puppymons means that we're probably going to get more than one. So we're going to get more than one Objectmon, we're going to get more than one Rock-type Mon, and then we're also going to get more than one Puppymon. So the Puppymon is very interesting because, you know, obviously he's been putting like puppy references and stuff in like a bunch of different tweets and stuff, but we're actually getting more than one Puppymon. And then he's obviously saying all new. And as always, I won't use legendary / mythical or other special ones in my team before post games. This is a very interesting tweet as well, because this means that we're going to be able to get legendary Pokemon, mythical Pokemon, and special Pokemon before the actual post game. Now, I don't think we've ever really had legendary Pokemon in the post game, barring Zacian and Zamazenta in Generation 8. I think most of the time we've been able to get them before post game. Apart from like Mewtwo and stuff like that as well in like Gen 1, etc. And then like other legendaries like Rayquaza and stuff. But either way, it is cool to see that we're going to be able to get the legendaries, the mythicals, and other special Pokemon. Now, I don't know what it means by special Pokemon. Maybe it's like the other forms or whatever, like these robotic forms. I'm not really too sure. But you can get them all before post-game. There's probably going to be legendaries and mythicals that you get after post-game. But I guess the main ones and mythical Pokemon you're going to be able to get before the post game. Also, he says starters here. That doesn't mean that you can get all the starters at the very start of the game, because he then goes on to say only children make choices, adults going to get them all. Don't you have friends to trade with you? So yeah, he's not saying that you can get every single starter Pokemon at the start of the game. He's just saying that he's going to have them all because he's going to trade with them. So yeah, this tweet here was very, very interesting, confirming that legendaries and mythicals and specials are before post-game, and also there's more than one Objectmon, one Rock-type Mon, and one Puppymon. So again, this Rock-type Mon is clearly going to be pretty cool if it's going into Q's team, and also there's Puppymon, and then also there's Objectmon as well. Now, we don't know if this is talking about like the coin Pokemon or something else, but either way, that was a really good tweet there because it gives a lot of information. Finishing things off, we also got this today. So this was tweeted out by a Japanese Pokemon Twitter account saying, click here for today's topic. What's this silhouette? So again, I don't know if something's going to get announced at some point today. Again, it might have already been announced at the time, like after this video goes live or before this video goes live, which is fair enough. Then obviously don't take any notice of it. But yeah, they tweeted this out earlier. Soul Silverage saying, also recent Masters, Cafe Remix, TCG, and Unite announcements. I'm starting to think it's a trend. Now, of course, before the last Pokemon Presents, we had all of this before. Like we got news on the build up to Pokemon Day. We got news on Masters. We got news on Cafe Mix. We got news on TCG, Unite, all that stuff, and then we got the Pokemon Presents. So the fact that we've been getting all this information, and you know, now that I'm not saying there's going to be a Pokemon Presents today, I'm just saying that like potentially we could be getting something soon about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet just because they've dropped this. So again, keep your eyes peeled for that. And again, if something's already come out before this video goes live, then, you know, it could be at the Nintendo Direct Mini. You know, we might get like a spin-off Pokemon game because that'd be third party, so that's always a possibility. But either way, if that has happened, you know, don't take any notice of this. But either way, just quite interesting. That's going to be everything for today's video, though. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we covered in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. It's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.